Tell me about the band Contraption, about your group here.
Well, it kind of snowballed as you listened. It's old music, hundreds of years old, perhaps more than hundreds of years old. And the job is to play the old songs new again. And that's what we attempt to do in our contraption.
Mm-hmm.
We try to get that contraption rolling.
Where'd you get that name from?
Well, our bass player, Jim, just said, what are we going to call this contraption? And our drummer, Ed, said, that sounds good. And that was it. That's
All right.
I wish there was a great story behind it, but...
Well, what can you do? Doesn't always happen that way. So what about musical influences? I mean, I know I heard some Fairport Convention in there, but we've been having a little conversation here about musical influences.
Right.
You can fill in the audience on some of that.
Yes, and I can see that he knows a lot more about it than I do. But I like Fairport Convention. I grew up, I always liked it. I feel it's kind of classical. There's a touch of classical music in there. And a lot of that was done in the 1700s, which was the Baroque period for Bach. And I don't know, I think there was some influences going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's bled right through in the music that we hear today. So,
Great. Well, I mean, one of the pieces that we've heard here was English, and you've done Irish music, of course, so you do have kind of a mix going on there.
right, because we're Americans, I guess we don't appreciate the divisions there that they put up, Irish, Scottish, and they get mad at this. Well, to me, I take nothing out on a musician, It was not, whether he was for the Irish cause, and I'm not taking any sides, but you can't blame the musician. You can't hate England because you can't hate an English musician because he doesn't. It's not their fault, It's music, and it's made to be loved by all.
Right.
So
how did you guys get into doing traditional music as opposed to, regular rock and roll or whatever else you might have been interested in?
well, that's the point. See, if you want it to be rock and roll, you got to make it rock and roll, right? There's no saying that it could be country music if we just put it in that style, And it is country music for.
Mm-hmm.
Celtic country music. They're just old tunes, and we've taken them and kind of reworked them and wrote some words to the old tunes. One of my main influences was Robin Williamson of the Incredible String Band, and this isn't a plug for him, but he said they took it's an old traditional idea called a rip-off. You just take a tune and you put it to tune, you throw some drums in, and a beautiful girl and the rest of the band, and Jim and Dick, and that's what you have, a contraption, and that's basically what we're trying to accomplish here.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we're doing so.
Where do you find your material?
Well, there's thousands of tunes I'll never in my life be able to play. The books, I mean, there was O'Neill, you familiar with
Sure.
O'Neill? He was an Irish immigrant from Chicago. He went around, in the neighborhoods of New York, I believe he was from, and he went to dug people up and wrote it down. And thanks to him, a lot of this stuff is still cruising around. And when Robin Williamson has a book out, I am plugging that guy. But there's plenty of material available. All you got to do is dig. It's out there. I'm still looking for my favorite song. I haven't found it yet.
What is that?
Well, I haven't found it yet. It's in one of those books. I'm still digging.
I see what you're saying.
Right. There's plenty of material, enough to go around for everybody. So.
Sure. So about your band, what area are you from? I mean, you said that you're American, but where are you from?
Yes, well, I didn't want to, I wanted to leave it at that to keep myself safe. No, actually, I'm from Bucks County. Our drummer, Ed, I'm pointing over there, you can't see him, is from Rose Valley, which is Pennsylvania, and then we have two from New Brunswick area,
All right,
New Jersey, and Rosemary, she's from Manayunk, and well, we just kind of snowballed. We just kind of met. It just you know, things happen. You know, it's mystique. It's Celtic mystique.
Great.
I think.
And what are the typical sort of venues where you guys will play?
Well, we haven't made it out of the 2-bit bars yet, but after the show, I think we'll be at the Spectrum. But